Well, there's no way to deny it. The foreseeable future of 3D printers is in the form of tool changers. Whether it's full tool head or just nozzles or somewhere in between, there is an all-out war going on, and Prusa just fired the latest shots, pretty much targeted directly at Bambu. And the question is, did they sink the ship? Well, there's been a lot of stuff going on this year in it. First of all, let's lay some of the groundwork. The first one that really came out that kind of blew everything up was the Snapmaker. Came out of left field with a Kickstarter, blew everyone away. You're looking at a 4-tool tool changer for $850. Now, granted, you only get 4 changes. You only get 4 nozzles there, so you can have 4 colors, and it's an open air kind of thing. You're not doing ABS and stuff. There's people doing hacks and Tupperware things on top and stuff like that. But on the budget end, for a tool changer with pretty much no waste, it's a great little unit, at least from what we've seen of it, okay? It's not out there in full release in the wild. We're going to have to wait and see once, a couple thousand people got their hands on it and are really beating this sucker up. Then we'll see what's really up. Then after that, we got to talk about what Bambu did. And their recent announcement, actually we just did a video on yesterday, that the H2C is now live even in the United States. And the full boat, everything, the ultimate set is going to run you $2,900. That is a lot of bread, all right? But what you're getting for that is you're getting basically you're getting H2D plus the Vortex system, 2 AMS systems, the third, the AMS HT, a bunch of extra nozzles. Now remember, the Vortex system has 6 heads. Plus it's a dual head system, so only 1 head swapping out, so you get 1 more. So that's 7 total. You got 9 slots in the AMS, so you're going to have, even if you do want to do extra colors, you can do some extra kind of swapping. And you can scale that up to, I think it's 4 AMS units plus a bunch of the AMS HTs, a total of 24 slots. So if you still are willing to deal with some waste, that's a lot of scalability on that unit coming in for $2,900. Ain't cheap, but it's got a lot of capacity. But we can't finish the conversation until we talk about what Prusa came out with. Now, Prusa has had a tool changer out there in the form of the original Prusa XL. Now, this thing, Prusa, they're not about elegance when it comes to their machines. They just want stuff that works. And the bellows and the glass and it works, all right. And it's a solid machine. It's a 5-tool head changer, and it costs you a measly $4,400 for everything. That's, I think, no, I'm sorry, 5% off now. It's $42.29. It's a bargain. Anyway, but the new one with the Index system, and if you're not familiar with the Index system, this is made by Bondtech. They're partnering with Prusa on this. It's a very elegant tool changer that is probably, I would say, closer to what Bambu is doing rather than towards what Snapmaker is doing. Rather than changing out the whole head or even most of the head, they've got these slim little cartridges that contain the hot end and I believe some gearing, so that I think the gear driving, because they're not really open about what all is going on in this. But I believe the gears are being driven by the print head, but I believe there's a secondary gear in the razor blade, as they refer to it as that. So I don't know what you're going to call it. But you got 8 changes on this thing, and each one of those is tethered to a PTFE tube going straight to a roll. So you have 8 different types of filaments. You can have 8 different types of head. They're very quick changing their induction, which is the same that is being used by the H2C. But let's keep going here, all right? So as I said, it's a very elegant solution, very high tech, very, very interested in this. The pricing, they have said that the pricing for the Core 1 kit, all right, you already have to have the Core 1. Now the Core 1, full boat on the Core 1 is $1,879. So if you add the 4-tool kit, it's going to be $499. If you add the 8-tool kit, you're looking at $699 on that. Now, to put that in perspective, you got to add you're going to have to buy the Core 1, and then you're going to have to add this kit yourself. There's no pre-assembly kind of thing going on, at least not right now. Prusa, they always seem to be reluctant to actually do the work. They'd rather ship you the parts and have you do it. But if you do it, that's going to be less money than the H2C from Bambu. Less money, and one extra print head. And on top of that, it's more of a true tool changer than what the Bambu Lab and the H2C is doing. The Bambu Lab, it's all still running through one filament feeder. So they still have to, anytime you change, they still have to cut, then they put that nozzle back, and then they retract, send out the new filament, and then that connects, and then it's got to clean stuff. So there is still a little bit of waste. There's still going to be like a purge tower or something, I'm imagining, with this system, because if you're not using that head and you don't touch that head for half an hour and you come back to it, you're not going to want to use that first, bit of filament. You want to purge that out. So there's not going to be zero waste on this. They keep talking zero waste. I don't see that happening. But what we do have is 4 tools for $500. That is ridiculously cheap. It's over more than $300 cheaper than the H2C. That's going to probably, I would say, is that not a Bambu Lab killer at that price? It's got to be, right? Well, let's pump the brakes, because everyone's talking about how sexy and cool the front of the machine is, but no one's talking about the back or the side of the machine. This is the side of an 8-filament, unit. And what you're seeing here is they've got these new things that are called the dry box here from Prusa. Prusa, I don't know how they pronounce it. And you're looking at, they're nice little dry boxes. They're great. They're also $35 each. And I'm under the impression, from what I've been reading, I don't think that comes with the system. All right? Because the system they showed before just had spools. And if you look at the pricing on these, each one of these is $35, 35 times 8. That's not a lot of headroom left. And they already said that the heads on each one are going to be, was it $35 also? And then the smart head, the main part that moves, is going to be $250. Well, if you add up 8 of those plus the smart head and 8 of these boxes, that doesn't leave them much margin room on it. And then you've got the hood that's got to go on it. That's going to be new. All the PTFE tubes, this little feeder mechanism thing that's right there in the center. I don't know if no one's talking about this. Is this included? You keep showing it in the price, but you don't say, hey, this is going to ship with it, because they're saying that you're going to order the kit from Bondtech. Bondtech doesn't make this. Prusa makes this. Are you going to order your Core 1 and then order that kit, and then Bondtech's going to send this, Prusa's going to send that? I think something's being left out here. And we'll try and get clarity. But right now, like they had they call it founders. 2,000 people could buy the unit now as a founders thing. And then later, in first quarter next year, everyone else can buy it. I think you should replace founder with beta tester is what we're really looking at, all right? And that's great. If people want to pay to beta test, then that's on them. That's their call to make. I think they're leaving out some of the pricing. I don't know if the hood's included in the kit. We don't know if all the cabling and stuff included in the kit, because you have 2 different companies promising a single product, but the kit requires parts from both. I think you're going to get spools is what you're going to get. And if you want a truly enclosed system, it's probably going to run you another $250 on top of that, at which point you're right at the same kind of pricing, or near enough the same kind of pricing we're going to see on the H2C. Now, that'll probably force Bambu to drop the pricing on it, but is this a Bambu killer? No. There's a lot of fanboying stuff going on. There's no perfect system out there. If you think there's a perfect system, you don't understand engineering, all right, or product development. There's no such thing. You can talk about which one's better, but there's less waste with the Prusa system. Great. There's also less flexibility. They talk about scalability. Well, you can scale to 8. That's it. You can scale to 8. You can scale to 7 with the H2C, but if you're willing to accept waste, you can scale to 24. That's scalability. So if you want true scalability and flexible use, I could totally see myself lining up 24 different types of odd filaments and stuff and having 7 different types of nozzles I can print from. And going, I'm going to send this to here and send this to here and send that to there. That's flexibility, all right? 8 is nice. 8 is good. And I'm not trying to take away from it, but I want people to be honest about this. It's not a Bambu killer. It's a Bambu alternative. Which one's better? I don't know. Bambu's target market isn't the hacker. It isn't the tinkerer. It's the person who wants to focus on prints. Whereas Prusa's target is the serious hobbyist or business owner who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. I think Bambu's market isn't really going to be affected by this. I don't think people who are looking for that, it just comes in the box, you open it up, you put everything where it goes, you press on, and it works. That's not the experience you're going to get from Prusa. Prusa is going to be for the serious, dedicated 3D printer who worries about waste, who likes the Prusa ecosystem, and who, is okay with more of a, I hate to say it, more of a kludged together kind of system, because, Bondtech's system feels very elegant. The core and the Core L feel very like Prusa just going, well, we have to make something that's Bambu-like, so put it in a box and make it Bambu-like. And then this system with the filament and the axis, that again feels more like Prusa's happy place where I don't care what it looks like, just make it work. I don't care if it looks like Frankenstein. And that's great, but the person who's buying the Bambu Lab, I don't think is the same person who's looking at this system. I don't think they're one of them's. Of course, there's always going to be some overlap, but I don't think at the core that those two are really going to end up fighting with each other the way they think they are. And who knows? Maybe someone will step up out of left field. Creality, Anycubic, maybe the Snapmaker Gen 2. Maybe somebody figures it all out and goes, here's how you really do it. All right, that's what I'm excited to see is the Gen 2 of this stuff. So stick around for that. If you're excited to see it too and you want to see what happens, make sure you chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.